What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another damn
another
podcast.
damn podcast.
Presented by
Our
our
damn selves.
episode 299. And you like this one because you're a class of 99. So yeah,
Yep.
99. Okay. There's 99 in the kid's class of 99.
Yes.
And I grew up watching Get Smart, and his girlfriend was 99.
99. And Cash Money Records was taking over for the 99 and 2000s.
And Prince had a
Prince said probably like his
1999, one of his greatest albums of all time. Great fucking album. Little Red Corvette. Let's go. God damn it.
Now you want to make me bust out some Prince.
International.
Spotify.
I'm gonna listen to that. That's the album I'm listening to too.
I'm gonna bust out some Prince now.
Come on. Yeah. So what's good, kid?
Nothing much. Same old, same old. Enjoying this 3-day weekend I'm having.
Right. A little President's Day action. Okay.
Yeah. So get to enjoy that, have a little bit of quiet time. Kids are away. So, good to have your little time to yourself because you love your babies, but you need your separate space and time away from your babies.
Me just spending the weekend with babe, yeah. Started off with a snowy, but then the snow melted, so there we go. We had
I know. Marcus still hasn't really shoveled snow since we've been in this house because, like, he looks at the temperature. He's like, this is going to be melted in a day. He said, the temperature's going to go back up. I'm not going outside and doing that. I said, okay. He was right because literally it was gone the next day or later that day, even it was gone. He was like, yeah. He was like, I'm not going to shovel that. He's like, it's going to be gone. The temperature's going to go back up. It will be okay.
Breaking news right here. I got to break this one out. We do it breaking news on the podcast. Rest in peace, going down to the legendary Richard Belzer.
I just saw that. I was wondering.
AKA Munch from Law and Order fame / Homicide / a lot of shows. Detective Munch made his rounds, basically. That character appeared on pretty much every Dick Wolf show like he was on at some point. Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah,
he's 78 years old.
78 years old.
Best known for his time as on the SVU. Him and Finn were like Tuola, yeah, Ice-T's character. They were like partners during like the early years.
I love Munch because he was always just so quirky and just so like he always had like a little one-liner or like a little joke or something with it.
Belzer. He started out as a stand-up comic back in the day. Yeah.
And he's cousins with Norm from Cheers, right? Aren't they cousins, I think?
So that's what's
I think
up.
I read that. I think that they're cousins, yeah.
Well, aka the super fans, yeah.
I think the guy's his cousin, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
George Wendt, I was trying to think of his name. Yeah. They are cousins, yeah. Super fan, yeah. The Bear Show. Let's go.
I know he had a talk show back in the day.
We're going to talk about that. It's called Hot Properties, and like the most infamous episode from that show, Hulk Hogan and Mr. And like this is during the era in the 80s where like motherfuckers, everybody wanted to prove that wrestling was fake.
Wrestling was fake.
About a year before this, like was the John Stossel incident with David Schultz on 2020. When he went up to him, like John Stossel said, "Hey, like y'all aren't, this ain't real." And like but David Schultz was like 6'5", like 280, like a big massive. So now you know why you a little skinny like John reporter John Stein, probably 5'7", like 160. Why'd you like go
about
to
my size, give or take?
Yeah, this stuff ain't real. He just slaps the shit out of him and says, does that seem real? It's like and basically basically got himself blackballed. That's why you don't know who David Schultz is. Big star, but got himself blackballed because of that John Stossel incident.
He smacked his face out as well.
Say, hey, yeah, this look fake. It's like slap the shit out of him. So then fast forward about a year later was this Richard Belzer incident. It's like Hulk Hogan and Mr. T were on there promoting the first WrestleMania. We in WrestleMania season, by the way, yeah, because WrestleMania is coming up April, first weekend in April. So yeah, we're in WrestleMania season now. I'm excited. It's my time of year. So
right.
They were doing their rounds, and like one of the shows they stopped by was Richard Belzer's talk show, and he asked Hogan, "Was it fake?" And so Hogan puts him
in sleeper hole.
Hogan was like 6'8", like 300, like
300. He's a big fucking man too.
he puts Belzer and basically it cuts off his oxygen, and then he passes out while he's in the hole with Hogan, and then when Hogan lets him go, his head smacks the ground, and like he gets up and the back of his head is covered in blood and shit. So Hogan almost killed Richard Belzer and shit basically by putting him in that hole.
They said he got undisclosed amount. Like he
sued, definitely.
He got undisclosed amount.
Just like John Stossel sued, he got paid too. Like both of them guys got paid. Stossel sued.
I didn't see that video until years later because on Facebook when someone posted that video, and then the conversation was like, "Is that much?"
Yeah. So young Richard Belzer. The young Belzer. That years before he became Detective Munch. He was getting choked out by Hulk Hogan. Surprised they didn't do an episode of Law and Order about that. Have Munch get choked out by a wrestler. That would have been amazing.
Well, which McCall was on the episode when they had to tase him? Who was that? Was that Goldberg?
I think Goldberg was on there. Yeah, they should have did.
They had to tase him. He was at the beginning of one episode.
They should have had him put the headlock on fucking on Munch. Yeah, why not?
Like Elliot got thrown through a table or something. Like he threw him through a table or something like that because he was like roided out. Like that's basically what he was. He was roided out, and they were trying to subdue him because he was, and then nobody could take him down. And they had to eventually tase him down. They had to do like all the tasers on him.
I should have had him put the headlock on Detective Munch just for shits and giggles. If you know, that'd have been one of those. If you know, you know.
Easter eggs.
you know moments.
Maybe he can't talk about it anymore, so maybe that's why.
Or maybe Belzer just like he said, "Fool me once." He's I ain't letting no wrestler. he probably tried. He's like, "Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good."
Fool me once, fool me twice. Can't fool me. You can't get fooled
fool me
again.
once. You can't fool me again. W.
Ain't no wrestlers putting me in no holes again. God damn it.
Oh, but what a loss for us as SVU fans. Because like I said, I love SVU. Well, I mean, I don't know if about the new episodes, but I mean, like all the old ones.
I'll always love the original Law and Order the best, but the SVU for about its first 10 years was like right up there. Then to me, the show sucked after Stabler left. It's like,
yeah, like it just wasn't the same after Stabler left. It was just kind of like.
Sorry, I know I'm about to shit on Mariska Hargitay stands, but yeah, she's not a good lead. Like I don't like her as a lead. Yeah, sorry. And though she's been leading this show for like however long, whenever when Chris Maloney left, whatever year that was, about 10 years ago, I want to say. I think he left around 2013. Yeah.
Because I loved Olivia and
I like her in second. I like her in second.
Stabler.
I like her.
I loved them together. They were just such an unbeatable team together. I loved them together.
But those earlier years, Elliot was clearly the lead detective. She was the second. Yeah, I don't like her as the lead. Like nothing against Mariska Hargitay, but yeah, I wasn't feeling it. I watched like 2 episodes. Like, I'm done with this show.
I still watch the old ones.
Fortunately, Chicago PD debuted around that time too, and shout out Hank Voight. Yeah, see, that's a lead right there. That's right. Is
that the one with the raspy voice?
Hank Voight, yeah.
With the raspy, yeah. Cause I know his voice, so he has a raspy voice. Yeah.
So when I did the pilot for Chicago Justice, and he was there, like the crossover Dick Wolf does. So he was there, and he thought I was an actual cop. They use real cops to like the background and stuff like that. You ask me how long you been on the force, kid. Yeah, so he thought I was that. Like, no, I'm just I'm not a cop. I just play one on television. I just like, nah, not a real cop. Guess he thought I was an actual cop because they use like real cops and real firemen for like Chicago Fire for like
because they have to fill out the scene basically. Yeah,
like actual ones. Yeah, so he thought I was a real cop. So, and he had the Hank voice, Hank voice. Yeah, you've been on the force. Yeah. So that was a cool moment.
What a horrible loss, though. Now I'm about to go back and watch some more SVU episodes.
You know they're gonna do a marathon. Like,
I'm gonna have my own marathon. I'm gonna make my own marathon.
Like honoring Detective Munch with an all order SVU marathon. Like they're gonna show
Munch there because Munch did have some episodes where like he was like the lead.
It came during that first 10 years. It's like and they had the better cast. It's like I said, you had Stabler, you had like Benson before she became annoying. You had Finn. It's like you had Munch, and then you had Captain Cragen. It's like they had the lineup. It's like They
And I like
switched the
whatchamacallit.
switched the ADAs a couple of times, like
I
with
like Tamara Tooney,
yeah, it's Tamara.
Warner.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was good. Warner was good. I liked
yeah.
her. Mhm.
The ADAs they switched a few times. Yeah,
Of
like
course, BD Wong. You know, you can't go wrong with him.
Long. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great character actor. Like that's one of those actors. If you don't know his name, you know his face.
You know his face. Yeah.
been
BD Wong was good
he's
on
been in
there.
everything. It's like yeah, BD Wong. That's like the definition of a character actor.
And then whatchamacallit would like pop in from time to time. Cassidy, Child Dean Winters, he would pop in
During the first,
occasionally.
he was a regular during the first season, and then he
And
came
then he
back
would pop
later.
in. He would have like his little pop ins every now and then.
Michelle Hurd was like during the first season as well too. She
Mhm.
stuck like early before they were still tweaking the cast. Like, but yeah, the prime cast is those ones we just named. It's
Yeah,
like,
the ones we just named.
like Cassidy and Michelle Hurd. They were like that weird cast early on when they were figuring it out.
Mhm.
But yeah. Rest in peace though to the homie.
Yeah. Hmm. What a loss.
Since we talking losses, I got to go right into it. Let's just get all of the sad stuff out of the way. Rest in peace. Going out to the D to the O, the V to the E. Plug 2 from De La Soul.
Yeah, I saw that.
54 years old. I still don't know the cause of his death.
Right. But do they know what
Young
happened?
man, yeah, 54, yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, De La Soul, like him, and like he passed. Like we're losing like all of our, we're not all, but we're losing a lot of our legends that we grew up listening to.
I found out during Super Bowl Sunday we were watching because that's when I got the alert. Like while we were watching this, so I was like, and me and Feast, obviously, we were talking about like your plug 2 died. Like, oh shit! It's like yeah, we're like yeah, and we're going over it. Yeah, trying to. That's when I found out. But which the timing sucks for this because De La Soul if they're about to start streaming. They're the last missing catalog, as I call it.
Yeah. I remember you were telling me about that. The De La's about to start streaming.
Yeah. So like coming up, probably I think by within the next month or two, like they're gonna be on all your streaming platforms because they had some issues with their label, much like Aaliyah with what's his name, Hankerson's bitch ass, yeah. Like De La Soul, like with Tommy Boy, they had problems with that label. They couldn't get access to their streaming. So yeah. So like, and I say basically, we're in the era. If you don't have streaming, you don't exist.
You don't.
You might exist to like old Negroes our age, but like yeah, like
with CDs and cassettes.
Yeah, but like this stuff is like it's out of print. They're not printing up new copies of this stuff. Yeah, like so if you just have it already and like no new people are gonna discover it.
Or you have to get lucky to see at a flea market, something like that. You have to get lucky or a garage sale,
secondhand record.
Yeah, like that.
A shout out Hyde Park Records. You got to go to there like the secondhand record store and get it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, like this stuff is out of print. And if you're not streaming, you don't exist. Hankerson figured that out because like the further and further we get away from Aaliyah, like the more people are gonna forget about her. She's like, hey, we gotta put her on streaming now because like while she's still relevant. Because in another 20 years, if like she ain't streaming still, like people ain't gonna remember like your kids wouldn't really know Aaliyah like that. If she's not on streaming, it's like they wouldn't know her. Yeah. It might have mommy CDs of like 1 in a million, but like she like they wouldn't know her like that. It's like not on streaming. Yeah.
And what's this circle thing, Mom? If my kids say that to me, I'm gonna go. That's just gonna be my reaction. They say, "What's this circle thing?"
But yeah, the 3 missing catalogs to me, like I'm sure as others like chime in, like hit us, follow me at Ozman the Wizard, like tell me I'm missing other. But like the ones that were missing for like they're relevant to me, my generation, what I listened to growing up basically were De La Soul, Aaliyah, and then Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z was self-inflicted because like he was launching Tidal.
Yeah.
He had to say, you want to hear my shit? You gotta get a Tidal.
You gotta get a Tidal.
Yeah. All of the others, like Jay-Z was self-inflicted. So you knew that you would get Jay-Z eventually, like even if you didn't have Tidal. Eventually, like once Tidal like became like relevant, like we got millions of subscribers now. Okay, now I'll launch it back on the Spotify.
Now I can give it back to the other people.
Put it back on us. So like Jay-Z we got his first, which I knew we would get. Then Aaliyah came last year. I'm like, hey, finally we got the Aaliyah catalog. When I saw 1 in a million in my phone, Papa was like, okay, yeah, like we got Aaliyah. And then because that was the first one, I think for 25 years of 1 in a Million, I think is when I think it was the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, the 1 in a Million came out in
that.
97. Yeah.
They decided to launch it, yeah. And then the rest of her stuff started showing up. Is like, okay, yeah, now you got the Aaliyah album, like all of this, all the other stuff started showing up. And then De La, they're about to start streaming now. So unfortunately, yeah, Dave will never see this, yeah, because yeah, De La. So one of my coolest memories of them was the Rock the Bell show in like 08 or something. Is I had the backstage, I had all access pass basically. Yeah, so I was all over that building, yeah. Because Feast was there and like because he was like in their audience. He had because Feast said he thought he had his bragging with his upgrade. So yeah, because Feast said he had the general admission, the lawn pass and all of that, like. And then I don't know if he bribed somebody or something to get into the pavilion area. He's like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, now we in the pavilion. So just he told me about the dude. He said talk to the dude's name so and so. You just give him like whatever you get. I was like, I got the all access on backstage right now. So I flex a little bit on me.
Eddie.
Me and the homie D Nice. Shout out David D Nice. Yeah, we were like that. And Tribe headlined that show.
Tribe, yeah.
Like my favorite hip hop group of all time. They headlined that. And De La was like on the show as well. So one of my coolest moments was not standing next to him, not the one that, but Plug One, like put Pasta News. Like we're standing backstage watching Tribe perform, which is like one of my coolest moments. Standing with like Plug One from De La Soul, watching like, hey, yeah, they're killing it. I'm standing right next to like, yeah, let's get this. Watching from backstage, I was like, yeah, this a bucket list shit right here.
Very cool moment.
I'm watching Tribe perform. I'm hanging out with De La Soul backstage. Watching Tribe together and commenting on their performance. Tip killing it. I was like, yeah, it's some cool shit right here. So, but
yeah, on 0.5 all the time, Tip.
Yeah, who's on point. Makes me even like, yeah, it's even sadder now because Fife is gone too now. So,
yeah, Fife is gone.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But which of our legendary groups are still intact? We losing members from all of them. Because like we lost Dave from De La, Fife, Tribe, Jam Master Jay, ODB, like yeah.
ODB, yeah.
From NWA it's like a lot of our groups are like missing. Like
it's like really no
but none intact groups, like yeah, from our era.
Bone is still intact.
Okay, we still got Bone. Okay,
Bone is intact. That's like the only I could think of.
Me and you saw Bone together.
We saw Bone, yeah.
United Center, yeah. We saw them live. Yeah.
That's about all I can think of offhand for like our.
We think about groups. We got all the Ghetto Boys. Okay, Willie D. Or not
Bushwick is gone.
Yeah, I was thinking Willie D. Scarface. So like, but Bushwick. I'll forget the little man. Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah. It's tough.
This is bad.
LONS. Okay, we got all of them. There we go.
Okay.
Busta Rhymes, Dinko D, Charlie Brown, and Milo. So they still around. So we got two groups. Okay. We scraping the barrel now.
Hey, we got Kid Play and Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper are still alive.
And Kid and Play.
Yeah. Yeah. So
they can still do the
scraping the barrel now. Okay. Yeah. It's missing members from like all of the legendary groups. We think about it, yeah. I'm sure as others, somebody's gonna point it out. I was like, so and so, you asshole, you forgot about that. Like screaming that at their fucking phone. I know some group that we forgot about, but hey, the Flick, they all still here. Cold Hard. Never and Kilo, they all still here. God damn it, the Flick, yes. West Side. The Flick is all still here.
Everything. It's all right. West Side.
Wild Style.
Cold Hard.
Still here. So yeah, we got a couple. But rest in peace. The D to the O, the V to the E. And can another brother cook these delicacies? You know. That's from The Business, De La Soul, and Common. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be streaming, yeah. Which I'm definitely gonna listen to that when it streams. Definitely be listening to that when it streams.
Mm.
We got all the members of Rockefeller, don't we? I think so.
Do we?
Jay, Beans, Bleak, Emil, from that freeway. We got all of them. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah. We got Dash is like we got them. Okay, so there's the Rock we got. Cash Money, I think we got all of them too.
We got a dog pound, that you know what Daz and corrupt.
Corrupt and Daz, yeah.
That Nickel Daz and corrupt.
Yeah. All right, we be here all day doing that.
We going down our hip hop rabbit hole, but hip hop is 50 years old now.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's appropriate to talk about hip hop. Hip hop.
Since we talked about catalogs and all of that shit, you saw that Michael Jackson's catalog is possibly going up for sale. You know that's that's serious right there, because and the irony of that, remember for decades Michael Jackson was going up buying everybody's catalogs.
Yeah.
Now it's like possibly like the Michael Jackson estate is selling the Michael Jackson catalog. Wonder what's up with all the artists selling their catalogs. They gotta know something we don't know. You saw Bieber sold his.
Bieber sold his.
Yeah,
Lil Wayne sold his.
Wayne sold. Yeah, what's going on? It's like, yeah,
are
these catalogs is not as valuable as they used to be. It's like, I wonder what's going on with them. So I was like, that Michael Jackson catalog, I'm like, whoever gets that shit, crazy.
Elon Musk. Let me not even put that into. But Jeff Bezos, his ass, one of them rich people is gonna get it.
He did get NFL, right? So why not?
Zuckerberg, one of them people like that is going to get it. I bet.
I saw.
There might be some.
I saw who. I saw the front runner, which makes most sense is Sony. Because like Michael, he was part of Sony for years, like so.
Right.
It would make sense.
But the Invincible album was on Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was part of Sony for years, so it would make sense if like Sony had got it.
Or it might be some whoever
buy it's gonna
Middle
be
Eastern person might get like oil type food.
It's gonna be minimum of like $1 billion, like
$1 billion, yeah.
For that catalog, whoever buys it is going to minimum $1 billion. Because Bieber's for like what 200, I forget, something like that.
Plot twist: Janet Jackson's ex-husband buys it. Plot twist.
Or the ultimate plot twist: Paul McCartney buys it. That'll be the ultimate
plot twist.
Paul McCartney bought the shit, will be the ultimate.
That Jackson guy, he's a billionaire several times over. He got money, so
the funniest shit of all time would be Paul McCartney buying the shit. Just the irony.
But I would say it would be at least $1 billion.
Yeah,
at least.
So they're saying Sony is in discussions. Yeah, so
you need not apply if you ain't got $1 billion with a B to buy this. Then
to get that Michael Jackson catalog,
you need not apply.
So we're gonna keep an eye on that. Let's shift gears back to like we talked about people dying and like let's go about health problems. You heard about Mr. Bruce Willis battling dementia. So
is it dementia? I know he has like some
form of dementia. They said
asphyxia, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, his family said it's some form of dementia he's battling now.
Yeah, because I saw that like he
connected with that
it's like he can barely speak, I want to say, right? Yeah. But they said that he seems to be in good spirits with it, because like the last picture I saw of him, I saw him on the holiday season with his wife, and then Demi and like their kids were all there too. So
the family was surrounding him.
So they were surrounded with him, and he had like a smile on his face in the picture, and it's like the kids were like they're being really supportive of him and everything. So
another part of our childhood, McClane.
Oh, John McClane. You be Kanye, motherfucker.
Kanye, motherfucker.
It's like that's my. I still watch Die Hard every
party, pal.
Every Christmas season, I watch Die Hard. I can't do Christmas without Die Hard. I have to watch Die Hard.
Babe Bomb wasn't feeling it because she's like, "What you got me watching?" Because I guess I sold it as a Christmas movie, and she wasn't ready for all of that. So she was like,
"It is a Christmas."
It was like, "What you got me watching?"
It is a Christmas movie.
She wasn't ready for all the killing and all of that shit, I guess.
I mean, it happened on Christmas Eve. They were playing Christmas in Hollis, and then his wife's name was Holly. That's a Christmas movie.
They were at a Christmas party.
Now I have a machine gun too. Ho ho ho. That's a Christmas movie. Come on, that's comedy. I have a machine gun too. Ho ho ho.
She wasn't ready for that though. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe we just have a dark sense of what we think Christmas is. Maybe
I just sold it as a movie, but not as a Christmas movie. I think that was my mistake because we were doing watching our Christmas run because we had watched the Charlie Brown and all that. I was like, yeah, I usually watch Die Hard every year. She's okay, put it on. And then it's like, what you got me watching? I was like, it's a Christmas movie. He went to his wife's Christmas party.
I watched my Christmas movie with my kids. Like I watched the Dr. Seuss and Charlie Brown. And then I was like, this is mommy's Christmas movie. Like Trading Places, this is mommy's Christmas movie. This is mommy. You guys can't watch this with me yet. You can watch the cartoon stuff with me, but and then Home Alone, they watch with me too. I'm like, like they can watch that with me. But then when I watch my movies, I'm like, okay, y'all gotta leave now. I have to watch my stuff by myself.
Yeah, but babe, what all of that shit. But hopefully Bruce Willis pulls through.
Yeah.
I liked him in The Last Boy Scout as well. It's Holland
yeah. I forgot about that movie. Yeah.
And Damon Wayans, yeah.
And Halle Berry.
Halle Berry had it was one of her first roles.
Early roles, yeah. Early
in her career. That was before Boomerang. So it was like, early Halle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully he gets through this one.
Yeah.
What you got, Kicks? I've been talking the whole time.
Well, I'll circle back a little bit. We open up the door, like I said, we start off with the passer Richard Belzer, unfortunately. But his co-star Ice-T just got his star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I saw that, and TMZ, y'all some bastards for this, because when I saw the headline come up in my phone and it said Ice-T was surrounded by his, and I was like, wait, what? Because the way it worded it, and then it was like Ice-T was surrounded, and that's what you saw. And then when I clicked in, Ice-T was surrounded by his wife and his friends when he gets honored with his. Change the way you word that, because and even in the comment section, people was like, it sounded like he had passed away. That's fucked up. Like, don't write it like that.
Hashtag clickbait is what they call that.
Yeah, don't do that. It's like we thought that he had passed, because like with all these passings, these sudden passings, it's like we thought that he had passed away, but no, Ice-T just got his star in the Walk of Fame, and of course Coco was there, his children were there. And Mariska was right there, right beside him.
Co-star.
Yeah, his co-worker. Yeah,
they've been on the show for like 20 years together. So
that's her brother at this point. They're siblings at this point. When you work with someone for 20 plus years, you're siblings, your family at that point.
Shout out R-Dub and Jay Allen.
Y'all are family at this point. That's your sibling. But I mean, it was sweet.
Matty Mo.
And his daughter looked just like him. Their little baby, what's her name?
Ice
Chanel.
And Coco's, yeah.
Yeah, she looked just like Ice-T. That's Ice-T's baby all day. Like Coco didn't have no say in that. Like he created that baby by himself, because that baby looked just like him. But very cool to see, more people of our era, get their stars, And I know I saw somebody complaining, like, so what's the criteria? They're like, listen, but they're giving out these stars left and right to everybody. It's like, well, he has been on TV for like 30 years at this point. It
was then, the New Jack City was like over 30 years ago.
Well, it started with 1999. He started.
He wasn't new then in New Jack City.
So
for like probably 10 years then. It's like because he was in Breaking and shit. To be honest, it's like you want to go way back and shit. But we just start with New Jack City in '91. That's a 30-year career right there.
He's been on SVU for 22 years, 23 years. Whatever.
New York Undercover, so Danny Up and shit. Remember that?
Oh, I hated him so much on there. I hated his character so much.
He killed
Sandy.
He killed Malik Yoba's girl, who played. Cancel that bitch.
She just gets the shit end of the stick. Michael Michelle, they just
cancel that bitch.
And then on SVU, Blair Underwood burned her up on SVU. Like, damn, she just get rough.
So Ice-T canceled that bitch. He finished the job that Nino started. The same universe. They both were New Jack. Hey, IC was there when he said cancel that bitch, and then he like took us some years, but he finally finished the job for Nino. There you go.
Yes, he did try to save it, but then Blair Underwood canceled her. They just don't like Michael Michelle, I guess, because the way she just gets it rough, like she just gets it bad, just everywhere. But congratulations to Ice-T though. Big ups to him. Like I gotta get out to California. I haven't been in years, but I will go. When I do go, I'm gonna like look and find all these new stars, and I'm like take my pictures. Remember, I took my pictures before.
Usually one of my go-tos whenever I was in LA, like the Walk of Fame. Every time I've ever been to LA, I've touched the Walk of Fame.
And then you gotta take your pictures.
Yeah.
Like I got my pictures that I took when I was there in 2009. I got my pictures I took.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every time I've touched the Walk of Fame, it's like this is and the Chinese Theater, which is on the Walk of Fame. You got to touch both of those. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Where are we going next? Oh, here's one that I meant to report last week, but I ran out of time. We'll talk about it now. What do you think about Whole Foods Inglewood becoming a Save-A-Lot? That's been very controversial in these parts. You say, yeah, the hood can't get good quality food. It's like, and we know everybody knows about Save-A-Lot. Yeah, they're the opposite of good quality food. Whatever the opposite of that is, that's what
I've been in Save-A-Lot a couple of times, and let me say I wasn't impressed. that's where I'll leave it at with that. I'm not going to shit too much on people.
Save-A-Lot is like old school Aldi is what I call it. When Aldi was back in the day,
when like, Aldi was a warehouse,
Aldi is nice now and shit, but like Save-A-Lot said, "Hey, we're gonna take all these old spot and shit." Basically,
what Aldi used to be a warehouse back in the day.
Aldi was like 25 years ago. That's Save-A-Lot now.
But now Aldi got so in 25 years, you tell me that Save-A-Lot's going to be popping in 25 years. They'll be popping.
Maybe they just take the scenic route to get there, possibly.
Because the comment section I saw, and when they was like, okay, we're closing Whole Foods, and then the residents of the area were saying, just don't put a Save-A-Lot there. And then
that's exactly what they
behold,
it was definitely
lo and behold, we put Save-A-Lot.
It was a practical joke. They saw that.
They said anything but a Save-A-Lot.
Hold my beer.
I mean, as a person, I feel like everybody does deserve access to quality food. Like you do deserve access.
There's a lot of food deserts in the city.
And there's a lot of food deserts. Look at the south side and look at the west side of Chicago. I'm getting up on my soapbox now.
Matter of fact, that area is kind of a food desert. They have it's an Aldi over there, but that's kind of a food desert in that area.
Yeah, because it's just an Aldi right there, because it's like I said, it's an office over there that like I had to go over in or whatever. But yeah, it's like the Aldi is right there, and then on Halsted, then you had the Whole Foods. It's the Chipotle right there. I
think City Sports or something like that is in
something like that. It's like over there. It's a bank over there, I think, too. Some kind of bank.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So PNC, maybe, I think.
I don't remember.
I think it might be a PNC bank, I think.
But by the new Kennedy King campus, that's where.
Yeah. So but as like I said, I'm getting up on the soapbox now. I'm getting up on it. But if you're listening, because like we know it's a mayoral race going on right now in Chicago.
With 10,000 candidates.
No, I'm speaking out to.
I only heard of about 4 of them. It's like
these mayoral candidates and people who are listening in Chicago who can vote and everything. If you're listening, these are things that you need to ask about that you want out of your people that you're electing. Okay, in our neighborhoods, what are we doing to have quality businesses in our neighborhoods? Because food is an essential, as we saw in the pandemic, grocery stores are essential. They're an essential business. People need to buy food to eat. People need to do that. So we want to be able to keep our money in our community so we can grow our community and not have to go outside of our community. So what are you putting in our neighborhoods? It's a question. And everybody should have access to good healthcare, to good grocery stores, to good schools. Everybody should have access to those 3. Everyone should. That's what I feel. And what are y'all doing to make this happen? That's the question we need to ask, like our aldermen, our elected officials. Like, what are you guys doing to make this happen?
You could at least put a Treasure Island or something like that there.
Yeah. Something. Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's, something like that. There,
Something.
something better than fucking Save a Lot and shit. Trader Joe's would have been a nice spot there. Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been nice to put a Trader Joe's right there.
Anything, yeah.
Hell, whatchamacallit? They could have put a local market right there.
Local market, yeah.
Yeah, local market is nice. They could have put a local market right there.
That local market yesterday.
Whatchamacallit isn't bad either. The Pete's Produce. The Pete's Fresh, not part of the Pete's Fresh Market. They put a Pete's Fresh Market. That would have been decent
Pete's
too.
Produce is only 2 locations of Pete's Produce.
Yeah. That's what be a Pete's Fresh Market or even a Mariano's.
Mariano's, yeah, they popping up, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But now Kroger is like they about to own Jewel now, so like Kroger just putting their hands in everything. Kroger about to just corner everything.
Big dog.
Yeah, they're like
maybe they could have put could have put a Kroger next to the Mariano's there. Yeah, that would have made sense.
Yeah. But Save a Lot, I don't know about that. Like, because it's kind of
Save a Lot sucks. Let's call it
what Save a Lot is like one step above, like those grocery stores that be like in the neighborhood that don't be really groceries, those like those Sir Savers, how those stores, and then
went old school with Sir Saver.
You know what I mean? Like
you remember the Sir Saver stores from back in the day? They weren't very nice and shit.
You know those stores that are still in the neighborhoods where they're like local market, like they're like local, like little corner stores, and they have grocery items, but then like the produce be like half rotten.
Mm-hmm.
The food might be like you might find some expired tags on some food.
You might find all kinds of expired tags.
You might find that.
Shout out Horizon Foods. They should be on 90. they would have those, you from over east, like near the manor and shit, or like Cal Heights where we grew up. Yeah, you know about Horizon Foods. They sucked and shit. Yeah. Shout out Mom for shopping there too.
Lowest prices. I wonder why it's lowest prices.
As a kid, I knew that place sucked. Like you just know. If you know, you know. I knew that place sucked. Then I said, when I grew up, I'm not shopping here. And then they went about. So yeah, so it took care of itself. They went out of business.
But I said that's where I feel like Save a Lot is like one step above that. So if they can revamp themselves, they can like repackage themselves and become better, then get rid of that myth that Save a Lot.
Aldi did it. Maybe Kroger.
Get rid of that myth that we said.
Maybe Kroger buy Save a Lot and then like give them a facelift. Who knows? They buy everything else. They buy Save a Lot. Yeah.
Or Elon Musk, hell, Amazon buy them.
Amazon, yeah, because Amazon owns Whole Foods. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, well, why not buy that? Yeah. There you go.
Come on, Amazon, make it happen.
Mm-hmm. What was I going? Judge Mathis. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I saw that. I was
Judge Mathis and People's Court.
And People's Court.
Yeah. So no more Judge Mathis, no more Judge Milian. Yeah. So
that sucks.
And I saw on my timeline saying our boomer parents are going crazy and shit.
I forgot to mention that to Mom when I went to visit her today. I forgot to mention that
to Mom.
I wanted to be like, "Hey, Mom, what you think?" Because Mom loves watching her court shows. Like when I went over to visit her earlier today,
went off a couple of years ago. Like Judy went off the air first. Like I think years ago, like her run ended. Mm-hmm. Now both Warner's canceling both Judge Mathis and People's Court.
Judge Mathis, he's done this show for 24 years.
Yeah. I remember when it
started. That's a long ass time. He's done this show for 20
in 99. I remember when it started. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then Milian's been on there about since 2001 or 2, something like that.
Yeah, so she's done a 23 year, whatever, 22 year stint, whatever.
Yeah. She's been on there at least since that long.
With this version. Of course, we remember the original version with Judge Wapner.
The Judge Wapner version. This version is the one that launched like in the 90s, like with Ed Koch, like this.
Ed Koch, yeah.
And you had Judge Jerry for a year. And
Judge Jerry, yeah, who's Judy's husband.
And then finally Milian took it over and she's been on it ever since. That's this version of it. Mm-hmm. With Harvey Levin, I guess the
Harvey Levin.
Like that's this version.
Bring back Doug Llewellyn.
Bring back Harvey. Well, that'd be it. Harvey be real quiet, like bailiff, like he just sit there. We don't
stop.
Let Oz be the bailiff. Like I was, I got experience playing a bailiff. So I'm just saying.
But I mean, I guess it's I guess it's just the changing of the guards. That's why I'll just
I'm
say.
wondering if like just ratings are just like so bad that they just decide. Like, remember when all the soap operas got canceled? Somehow
Yeah.
General Hospital is still on the air though.
Yeah, why is Jennifer Hospital?
Yeah.
Isn't the Young and the Restless still
I
on
think
too?
Young and the Restless and General Hospital survived
Are the
all
only two soap operas too.
Yeah, they
Then they
survived.
try to put all my children like on the streaming thing. I was like, now you know. Can you imagine our mom trying to stream that?
It's bad enough like when you got the old dudes trying to watch Thursday
night game.
Now it's bad enough. Like, imagine a fucking soap opera streaming.
Imagine mom trying to watch it on Hulu.
I watch it on Tubi.
I'm like, okay, I'm trying to watch all my children on Hulu.
You remember that thing.
Because I mean, we are going to a different point now where like a lot of people stream shows.
Yeah.
Like Netflix is popping, Hulu is popping, Peacock is popping,
Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, all
Amazon
of that.
Prime.
Tubi.
Paramount.
Tubi had the best Super Bowl commercial of the year to me.
They did. They tricked everybody.
So like Tubi, like even they commercial slap and shit. Everybody thought that somebody had changed the channel. Like, who got the remote? Like, what are you doing? It's like, oh shit, it's a fucking commercial. Like, it got everybody in the whole room.
Gotcha. So whoever Tubi's marketing people are, I tip my hat to y'all. Y'all listen, marketing geniuses.
I thought it was just somebody had really changed the channel. It really looked like
got nothing worse than that. People get upset. The TV, everybody, what?
Especially during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which is one of, if not the highest rated event of the year.
It is.
Either that or like the Academy Awards, or like they usually like two of those are like usually 1 and 2 and shit like that.
Yeah.
I say Super Bowl outranks the Oscars these days because like
and then whatchamacallit is up there too. The World Cup is up there too.
World Cup, yeah.
We watching the World Cup.
When it's an Olympic year, that's usually big. Like well, Summer Olympics, nobody gives a shit about the Winter Olympics.
Talk about figure skating.
Snowboarding, nobody. And the Jamaican bobsled. It's only when the Jamaicans are in it. That's when people care about the bobsledding. It gotta be Jamaicans in it. Other than that, nobody gives a shit about that. Gotta be Yaman, Cool Running, goddammit. Dougie Doug and them gotta be in it. The Jamaicans gotta be in the bobsled for it to be relevant. Shit.
A mess. Well, I think that's just probably what happened is that with the lay of the new land, it's like with people watching, because there's a lot of shows that's on the streaming services that are only on the streaming services. Like the show I watch, I like Harlem. That's on Amazon Prime. I watch Harlem. Yeah. And I can't wait when the new episodes come. I'm like, okay, new episode, but are streaming. Let me watch these new episodes.
Some episodes are on traditional TV, but I only watch them through streaming. It's like,
there you go.
Like was talking Harlem, like Godfather of Harlem. It airs on I can't even think of it. Epix is what it was. They changed. I think it's MGM now or something like that. They got bought out. But I've never watched the show live. I've already every episode I watched was on streaming.
You stream it, right?
Every single episode I watched of the show, I just watched the streaming version. The Chi on Showtime. I haven't watched that shit live on Showtime. Yeah. I just watch it on the stream, and it's like like everybody.
Yeah, you just log into your app and watch it.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe that might be a thing. Is maybe a lot of, as like not be afraid, but as like the boomers become ancestors, we'll say it like that.
As they age out, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and become ancestors.
Yeah.
People our age, we're at work during the daytime.
Yeah.
We ain't watching, we at work.
Yep.
And then are we really DVRing this stuff and watching it back?
And I'll
no.
I give a little peek insight into my life. I work nights, so I am at home in the day. But guess what? I ain't watching Judge Mathis. Still,
I ain't watching that.
So I don't have that on when I'm.
Yeah.
I have other shit on. It's usually something streaming or going down a YouTube rabbit hole, which is another.
And same thing with me, like on days that I have.
Nobody's even talking about that competitor. YouTube is a competitor.
YouTube. And same thing on days that I happen to be at home. Like if I have like a holiday, because like I had a 3-day weekend this weekend. If I have a holiday off and then I happen to be home,
not watching the People's Court and Judge.
I'm not. I'm usually streaming stuff on Disney Plus, Amazon, Netflix. I'm streaming something
I'm either
usually.
streaming or watching something on YouTube, like
Me
when I'm
too. Same thing. I'm streaming.
one of those two.
Same thing with
I
me.
don't have on traditional like network television or even
Yeah, neither
it's
do
not even
I.
even cable television. I barely even watch cable, let alone
Mm-hmm.
network. Most of my
Mm-hmm.
watching is streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with me.
So, or
If I
YouTube.
happen to catch a marathon, like I might watch, like a thing that I'll watch is I'll pop on the Food Network because they'll have like the Diners, Driving, and Dive marathon. I'll watch something like that on a marathon,
To
or
me,
like Beat Bobby Flay. I'll watch something like that on a
I
marathon.
think cable would be totally dead if it wasn't for sports. Like we watched the All Star Weekend Saturday night, which we're gonna talk about next. Yeah. So
Yes.
other than that, like I said, if it wasn't for sports, I wouldn't even give a shit about cable at all. That's the only thing I watch live because you want to watch sports
You
live.
gotta watch sports live.
Like watching sports on delay is like it's not the
It's
same.
not. It's not fun. Yeah.
You want to watch that as it's happening. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So which we'll talk about. Yeah, All Star Saturday night
Yes.
NBA. Yeah, which I
Yeah.
thought was pretty good this year. Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
pretty good. Kicked off festivities with Fat Joe and 21 Savage. Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah. 21. We kicked it off with that.
And it did like how it's supposed to do because like the skills challenge is like the weakest link out of the three. Not
Yeah.
being funny, it is. And then the 3-point contest, okay, was pretty good this year. And then the dunk contest, whoa. Like it did what it was supposed to do. Like it climbed the hill, like, okay, skills challenge, okay. 3-point contest, okay. Like it climbed the hill that it was supposed to do. Like this year I was pleased with the Saturday night. Last year I was not pleased. This year I was pleased this year with Saturday
Last
night.
year it was it started off cool, but it just ended with
It ended horribly.
a fart in church. Yeah.
Horribly.
Because last year with Cleveland won the skills, that was fun. Yeah. So it
Yeah, that was
started off
fun.
like, yeah, and then it just ended like a fart in church though. Yeah. Kept going downhill. It's like yeah. But
Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom.
I still don't know how I feel about the current format of the skills challenge. Do I like this format or do I like the previous format with the individuals? Because that was more fun to me, the individuals. The
I
team,
think with the individuals, it's more fun
I think it was more fun. We just have like 8 guys, just like just and
going at it.
whoever like win if you who wins it's not really a
And you
team.
have the different sides because, like, it's always fun to see like if a big can be a
A
point
big was
guard because it's
dominating
like
for a long time in that. Yeah.
because fun to see that like because you always think about the point guards being like I got the passing and I got that, but the big is like no, I can beat you. So I mean I think that the individual contest I think I like better than the team. Everything doesn't have to be a team sport. Everything doesn't have to be a team thing. I don't think. But
And I like Giannis, but I'm tired of seeing the Antetokounmpo brothers.
yeah, they didn't come to play, and then they didn't do that good this year.
And
They
nobody
were
gives a shit about his brothers. I'm just be honest. Like, so why we keep showcasing them is because they don't. I guess you go show the Holiday brothers. They're the only brothers you can showcase, or the Ball brothers. Dude, I'd rather see them. Well, Lonzo ain't gonna be out there, yeah, with his knee and shit. Yeah, but the Ball brothers would legit be fun. No, up there if Lonzo's knee.
then LeVar's loud ass and LeVar be out there.
LeVar would be there. See, that would be fun. I like Giannis, but his brothers, yeah. But like since they like the only ones that, yeah, because like the holidays, like nobody's gonna be. The balls will be legit fun. It's like with with LeVar Ball on the sidelines and shit. Yeah, because you always have the Antetokounmpo brothers. They have the rookies and then they have the locals. Yeah, that's how that's the new format. Yeah, so I guess like that's gonna be it until they find a new set of brothers. It's like unless you're gonna put Sadell up there, like do the siblings, but she don't play basketball. Do the Currys.
Yeah, all them Currys can shoot though, so
or let's do the fun. Put the old nigga up there. Yeah, put Dell, Steph, and Seth. It's like yeah, just put him up there.
Well, he did shoot in church shoes at one time.
Have the Currys, yeah. The Currys would be like the family.
Currys, yeah.
That would be fun.
Well, they were wearing there, so I mean,
I know they about Dell, like he's 100. Dell will be the weakest link, clearly.
Stephen said they're strong enough to carry their father. They can carry their father. They're strong enough.
Yeah. What?
But the 3-point contest, Marcus and I almost like we guessed that right on the head because Marcus said that Marcus was, as soon as it came out, Marcus was like, Dame is gonna win this. And then I said Buddy Hield is gonna win. And they
Buddy
both
Hield
came
was
in
my
first and
pick, yeah,
second.
and I said
That
Dame.
was our picks.
Dame was my second.
We
And
were right there because
ironically,
Marcus was like, Dame
ironically,
got this.
I said
Dame got it.
Buddy Hield, but I think Dame. I said if Dame won, I wouldn't be surprised. I was kind of like on the fence, like
Because I said Buddy Hield because I was like the way he just dusted us in the Indiana game, like he dusted us.
oh
I was
yeah,
like
but
Buddy Hield,
he was
he
the only
dusted
former
us.
champion up there too. Like, but I think he was a 2-time champion. I know he won at least once, though. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but Buddy Hield has won the 3-point contest before.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I went with the guy that with
Which call it? Like and then when Mark was like, oh, he was like, well, which call might have a cast? Tyler Hero, and then Tyler Hero just stuck. And then he stuck.
I think it's
I forgot Tyler Hero was in it. He's like, he might have a chance. He's like, no, he's stuck.
I think it's a jinx if somebody makes a song about you, then you're going like Obama, yeah.
Obama.
Somebody makes a song about your career, and you're gonna say, because remember Jack Harlow made a song called Tyler Hero, and he hasn't been the same.
I remember. Yeah.
Ever since that song has come out, he hasn't been the same. It's like so if a rapper makes a song about you, run. It's like
run. Just run.
It's like I don't want my name associated with that at all. Like cease and desist. It was like we saw with Obama and Tyler Hero. Like if rappers make a song about you, your career is probably gonna tank. Yeah.
But the dunk contest, I mean, not the dunk. I keep on jumping to the dunk contest. The 3-point contest was good.
I was glad Dame won because, like he said, when he won it, now he could stop competing.
Yeah,
it's like
he's done what, like 3 times.
Yeah, and I was tired of seeing Dame lose, so I was like, said, now I never got to do this shit again, basically, which is right.
He's like, I'm retiring. He ain't coming back to. He's not coming back to defend his crown.
Title. Yeah, damn it. Said I'm done with this bullshit. Yeah,
I'm done with it.
So congrats to Damian Lillard took home the prize, and then that dunk contest. Ooh, baby.
Came back because that last year that was the worst contest ever. Last year was the worst.
It was bad. I don't know if it was the worst, but it sucked pretty bad. Though.
It was the worst to me because no one got their dunk on the first attempt. How did nobody get a dunk on their first attempt? No one. That's what made it so bad, is that no one was able to do it on their first attempt. It was just.
I'd never even heard of Mac McClung until this fucking contest. I've never even heard of the guy. Yeah.
But I said because like I hadn't heard of him either. But then Marcus was like, Marcus like, yeah, he was like, I know. He was like, he had them crazy videos of him in high school. He was like, he got hops. Marcus was like, he might win this. He was like, he got hop. He was like, he can hop. He's like, he can jump. Because Marcus was like, he had seen his videos from high school. Because he said
he was up there. I was kind of leaning towards him. I was like, watch the motherfucker I never heard of win and shit like that.
Because Marcus was like, he went viral on his
there for a reason and shit. Like that was my reasoning. I was like, McClung's up here for a reason. Like, let's he might win this shit. Yeah. And after that first dunk,
I was like, oh.
I was like Kenny Smith. I was like, it's over. I was like, you might as well end it here after the first dunk.
I was like, oh.
Watch because she was like, she don't even like basketball, but she was into that shit. She's like, yeah, this is over. It's ended now. Like pretty much because you knew wasn't nobody coming back after that.
Shout out to them having Harold Miner up there as a judge. I was like, okay.
I didn't even recognize him when
I didn't either.
I was like, oh, Harold Miner. Yeah,
it wasn't just me. Because like Marcus recognized him somehow. I didn't recognize
him at first. Yeah.
So they showed his name. I was like, oh shit, that's Baby Jordan. Oh shit.
Before they showed the name, I was trying to figure out who he was. Because okay, look, yeah, Dominique Wilkins, Jamal Crawford, Lisa Leslie, Harold Miner. Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Yeah. So the thing I did, like they did actually have real basketball greats up there making the
and Harold Miner.
Well, he could dunk. He could dunk.
He's a 2-time dunk champion.
He could dunk. So I mean, I give him that. He could dunk.
2-time dunk champion. That's around the time. That's around the time when it started coming off the rails when the Harold Miner year. Yeah. Like that's when
they did have some good.
They canceled it the first time they canceled it. Like Kobe was the last champion of the original dunk contest. Then they took a couple of year hiatus, and then Vince Carter saved it and shit. Yeah. So Mac McClung is the Vince Carter of this era. He saved it. Contest is like and he did Vince's dunk. His last dunk was the Vince Carter. Yeah. So, and he did It's Over too after.
Yeah, it's over.
He did Vince's dunk, ironically.
So the last time the dunk contest was really, really good before this
Zach
one was
LaVine and Aaron Gordon.
Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. That was a great contest. That was great. That was freaking great. It
The three
was.
greatest of all time. Oh yeah, that one, Vince Carter, of course, and then Jordan Dominique.
And Jordan Dominique, yeah.
That's the three that matter. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have fans of others, but like when you mentioned dunk contest, is gonna be one of those that you mentioned.
Because it could have gone either way. Aaron Gordon or Zach LaVine could have won it. It could have gone either way. It was really no. It should have just been co-winners that they both should have won. It should have been co-winners. That one should have been co-winners because they both were good. They both were great actually. And of course, Dominique and Jordan, like they wasn't gonna let Jordan lose.
Of course, so
And
some say Dominique really won, but it was in the Chicago stadium.
in the stadium,
it wasn't going to happen. And
Jordan during that time,
Michael would have taken it personally if he had lost that one. He was like, "Yeah," and that's when I took it personal. When Dominique won the dunk contest, when I took it personal. And they showed Dominique saying Dominique's a better dunker than.
he was petty. Jordan was petty for that. But Mac McClung, you saved the dunk contest, and he's going to be back next year. He already said that. He said, if you guys have me, I'll be honored to come back if you'll have me. Yeah. So he's going to be here next year. So shout out. I mean, white men can jump, apparently. Like, stop saying white men can't jump. White men can jump. Stop saying that.
Even though for all my historians and basketball nerds, we know that Brent Barry crawled so Mac McClung could dunk. Bones is the first white man that won the dunk contest back in '95.
He came dressed like did he come? Oh, he had his warm up on still, like a nerd.
Yeah, like, dude, take the warm up off. He wore his warm up the whole time. Yeah, that was a pretty bad one too. But Bones won. No, that was a bad one too.
Bones won. But shout out though to Mac McClung. Yeah. Thank you for saving that sorry ass contest. Thank you.
They need to spice it up a little. I like that. I think this is a good idea having a G leaguer in it every year. It definitely brought them. They try that like more, like because we saw like because they got something to prove. Like people like have more G leaguers out there because they try that. And another thing I like to see like have like one old cat out there. Like when Dwight was in it a couple of years ago, like have an old dude out there. Like
it's something that they should add on, maybe if not into the Saturday night, maybe on the Friday night that they should add. I would like to see. They should do something like a mascot thing. They should do something like with the mascot.
Mascot dunk contest.
A mascot contest or something.
Years ago, they said that when the dunk contest was started going downhill, they said, like, why not have the mascots? They better than these dudes. It's like
because Benny would win, I think. That's why they want to hate on us, because Benny would win every year, I think. Benny's the best mascot. Prove me wrong.
I've also watched a YouTube video of the best mascots, and Benny did get the win.
Benny's the best. He is. Benny's the best. The gorilla in Phoenix is good too. The gorilla, he's good in Phoenix. Yeah. But we know Benny's the best though.
But since we talking sports, let's wrap it up on this note.
Yes.
Got 3 words for you. Arlington Heights Bears. You saw they closed on the
I saw.
Yeah. They closed.
It's happening.
So yeah, that shit is happening. Like it or not, like the Arlington Heights Bears are going to be a thing. I know they're still under contract with Soldier Field, but like
in about 5 to 6 years, they probably will be.
They can build their new stadium until that contract runs out. For the contract to say runs out at like 27 or 28, I forget what. Yeah. The stadium be built by then. It's like, yeah. So he's gonna make the transition, just quietly move into there and become.
And I was actually in Arlington Heights, not that long ago, because like I have visits out there, whatever I had to do, and like I was driving through, and I was like, the Bears are going to be out here.
I was out there.
I was driving through Arlington Heights. I'm like,
I was out there last year, and I passed right by the Arlington Park. I was like, oh, that's where the Bears. You know what I'm saying? I passed right by this because I was just out there and I didn't realize. And I looked and it's an Arlington racetrack. I was like, oh, that's it. That's where the new stadium is going to be.
We're gonna have to go and do some Arlington Heights Bears games, I guess. I don't know.
I won't be going to Arlington Heights.
Marcus, I know I want to go, so I guess we'll have to go to the Arlington Heights Bears.
I'm not getting Arlington Heights ain't getting none of this paper.
You see my face I'm making. Like he don't want to go, so I'll have to go with him. He wants to go.
But another rumor out there is like, which this could cause a chain reaction. If the Bears do move to Arlington Heights, then that will leave Soldier Field without a tenant. And they're saying that the Jacksonville Jaguars might relocate there. So that would be interesting. I'd be down for it. I mean, LA got 2 teams, New York got 2 teams. Why not Chicago? They'd be the redheaded stepchild, but we'd have to. Then the Giants and the Jets and New York, and then the Rams and the fucking Chargers in LA. So they got 2 teams. Yeah, Chicago's big enough to have 2 football teams. Yeah. If the Jaguars relocate and move into Soldier Field, like that'd be interesting. I think the owner has Chicago ties. I think he was originally born here. The Jaguars owner is like, so I was like, so that could happen. Like if he decides to relocate to Chicago, so then you'd have the rivalry, the Bears and the Jaguars, the local rivalry. Most of us will still be Bears fans, but it's gonna be like those weird Jaguars fans, just like Sox fans or Clippers fans in LA. It'll be like them weird. The Sox and Cubs are pretty even because the Clippers are like the stepchild, like they're
the stepchild all day.
The Brooklyn Nets is another one.
Nets, yeah, they're the stepchild.
It's like the Knicks will always be the team. It's like
even Spike Lee, you're from Brooklyn, but you're still a Knicks. You're from Brooklyn.
I've never seen him wear any Brooklyn Nets gear
at all. Orange and blue all day.
Even when James Dolan kicked him out of the Garden, he didn't really kick him out, but yeah, I'm just excited. He's still in it. No, they made him. They wouldn't let him come through the fucking the VIP entrance.
Come on, Spike is the Knicks. Let's be real. Spike is the Knicks. Come on now.
Spike's, I've been coming through this door for 30 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he is the Knicks.
Guess the kids, whoever was on the door, didn't know. Like, yeah. The only this is only for personnel. Like Spike technically is personnel at this point. Like I said,
if I said he is the Knicks,
personnel.
He is the Knicks. So
he just left, which I don't blame him. Like, yeah,
I'm not gonna cause a scene. I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, he said, and I'm not going up through a general admission. Can you imagine you standing in line, you see Spike Lee and shit? That'd be hilarious. It's like you have to guard this Spike.
Yo, Mookie. Mookie,
come ain't no brothers on the wall.
I was there, Mookie. Give it. I want to start quoting Spike Lee movies.
You ain't seen no pots to the pussy.
School Days is 35 years old now. We're old.
Yeah. I walk up and say, "Wake up!"
Petty. We won't be quoting on lines from Chirac. That sucks.
Yes, Chirac was terrible.
Chirac sucked. We won't be quoting that movie. Yeah. We'll quote only good Spike Lee movies. Not bad.
Yeah, that never happened. But that's all I got.
Yes.
Arlington Heights Bears. Yeah. So tell me what you think about that. Thanks for supporting Not Another Damn Podcast. If you want to support us further, you know what you got to do. Give us a like. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review all your platforms. Talk about Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how I do it.
And you can check me out at MSIMAH626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Mm-hmm. Also, SCR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.